Benvenuti a Class 3 2013.
Well, there we have it, lads. Saturday night. It's on. It's game time. Yeah, so we're going to take out the 919 Hybrid. Looking at all the selection of cars in this room, might not be the car to be in. Plenty of people in the R18. We definitely saw that that's got plenty of one-lap pace. I was hoping it might not have the race pace though. So I assumed a few yeah, a couple of locals. So yeah, we've only done 2 laps in this car, so I did spend a fair bit of time practicing in another profile. And we only used the R18. I wasn't able to get much pace out of that car, for whatever reasons. I was quite a long way off the pace. These fast cars feel a little bit too quick to drive. As you can see, completely out of form. So I'm thinking we might have to sacrifice a bit in qualifying, but hopefully we'll make it up in the race. Not expecting the strongest race. I'd be happy with a decent race. I can't remember what tyre we have to use. I should maybe check what that is. And the chicane of death will ever be negotiated. I think we have to negotiate it something like 19 times, so we've got to try and get through here without smashing into any barriers. And there we go. We're gonna have to check what the rules are. Definitely don't remember. So yeah, maybe the only bloke in the hybrid. So we're not super lucky to be the first guy out of the pits this time. Someone definitely unghosted there. A bit unlucky. So this is going to be a terrible lap. Starting with the damage. get a little bit of a slipstream here if we're lucky. Yeah, bit of an untidy lap. Damn, had to lift just a touch. Need a really good we'll finish this just because seems like the right idea. So it feels like a half decent banker. I'm not sure how many of the times are going to improve. Apparently this lap's up as well. Don't know what's going on there. It's just been a cruise lap. I guess we must be deep in the fuel burn. Should have enough time to get maybe 1 or 2 more laps. And don't refuel. Don't ask me why I keep forgetting to press that button. So we're in the Mark Webber livery, trying to get some good luck. I'm not sure Webber ever had good luck though. Just trying to get 2 laps out of this stint as well. I'm thrashing these tyres a little bit. Probably should be a bit more careful. I think I've got a bit more time than I think. Qualifying I don't think is going to be the strength of this car. So here we go. how untidy is this lap? About one of the most untidy I can think of. Super hesitant to get on the throttle there. Try this one. Super untidy that last lap. Maybe not enough again for a game. Terrible. Just can't get the time out of it. Yeah, a little bit of improvement, but not enough. All in that last sector. Just ruined those first couple of sectors. So Sledgy81. It's been a while since we've run into him. So yeah, top 5. Not too bad. Now I'm hoping, like hell, this hybrid just comes alive in the race. So Axe Wound has put his homework in. So don't ask me why we're should be 4th and yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Glassop should be 7th. And Dirty Sanchez, that's another name. All these familiar names. So race details. No tyre requirement. That is interesting. No. Okay, so let's. I don't know. Yeah, nah, always start on the soft tyre. Yeah, so Axe Wound on pole. So this should be interesting. No tyre requirements, 19 races. Really gonna have to thread the needle here. Times 9 tyre wear. That's pretty high. Yeah, grand final day in Australia. I haven't even checked the results actually. That's how flat out I've been. I should probably check those now. Yeah, I thought tonight might be a little bit quiet. Yeah. So is it only just live now? Apparently it's still running. So who's got what liveries? Axe Wound out the front. A Glass OP. Oh, with the Ricardo hat, top bloke. Sledgy 81 with the regular. We got the old classic Ricardo. So a top 5 finish here. I'm hoping this car might come alive. The Audi will lack pace. Its hybrid system is, yeah, just doesn't regenerate enough, and I think that costs you about 2 seconds a lap. The Porsche's hybrid system should refresh the whole time. Should give us a little bit more power. So apparently Rob reckons he put me off somewhere. Don't recall. Or maybe it was I hit the guy that was coming out of the what do you bloody call it? G'day Raz, how you doing, mate? Yeah, mate, just had a bloke apologising, I think. Maybe he got caught up in the chicane, because I did clean someone up in the chicane at one stage. So we've managed to qualify P4, but all the cars in front of us should struggle on their hybrid system, so the Porsche, I'm hoping, will be a faster car overall. Don't normally use this little radar, but we'll try. Might be close going down into T1 here. Just churning through the gears. A couple of blokes got caught on the snooze. Sorry mate, Axelwood, I've killed him. I've absolutely got too much of a jump. So that is going to be a long time. What an absolute killer. That's almost rage quit material right there. So there should be a fair bit of attrition here at Dragon Trail. Yeah mate, it's all over. See if we can make it back to the top 10. Oh, Sunny Boy is in the carnage as well. It looks like it's been lap 1 carnage for everyone. All the fast guys have binned it. Going to be a long comeback drive from this part of the world, I think. Almost write this race off. Although they are 10 minutes longer, so it gives everyone else plenty of chance to bin it. And there it it is, the chicane of death, sitting there waiting to get unsuspecting customers. So it looks like, is fuel going to be an issue? Maybe. Laps, 16 and 3 is 19. So that's probably right on for fuel actually. Oh shit. What are you doing, mate? So no tyre requirements this race. Old Greatness getting his block on. So 15 laps of fuel left, 15 laps to go. So much attrition here, I can just feel it in the air. Just the racetrack that loves a bit of attrition. So we're almost back up into the top 10 already. Really want to look after these tyres, but I really want to thrash it and get back to the front of the field as well. So I'm not sure which way to go yet. We'll play it for a little bit and see what happens. It's going to lose so much time every time we get up behind one of these blokes. You know you want to do it. 24 seconds off the leaders. That's an eternity. I think yeah, I'm the only Porsche in the field though, so that is so off-putting. Tyres feel like they're all right. now. So this must be next to me. Here we go. So it's going to take a fair bit to catch everyone in front of us, I think, from here on in. A little bit of radio silence. We're trying to concentrate our best here. Trying to get one stopping on softs if I can. Yeah, which one, mate? That last overtake. Trying to get through all these blokes without crashing is going to be the hardest part. Wrong gear, I think. Come on, slipstream. Way to go, mate. Killer these guys are getting their blocks on, so we're definitely going to pit now. Yeah, we got enough fuel, don't we? I think maybe just going to short shift a touch. So it was a back marker, unfortunately. So we're still 30 seconds off the leaders, so they must have some awesome pace. Hard work. So how many laps have we got to go? 8. So a little bit more fuel saving. Getting close now. Sledgy 81. What could have happened if we did actually start in the top, eh? They're gonna have to pit again, hopefully. And that'll bring me right back in the game. If I've fuel saved one too many laps, I'll be upset. 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, yep, 6 laps. That's alright. So we're about on target. definitely not catching him fast enough for second a lap. Please pit again, please. If they're going to pit again. Pedal to the metal again, see if we can burn some of this fuel. Yeah, what a quiet night behind the wheel. Still doing PBs. Just don't know where the extra time is. That was terrible. So we are closing the gap to the leader, but not enough. Getting scruffy now. Bloody hard race this is. If only we were at the front. So 3 laps to go. Whoops. Better have a quick look at the fuel over the line. So the leaders are coming towards me. Got 10 seconds. If only we had 30 laps, we might get there, but don't think it's going to happen. Just missed it. So this car was probably the right car for this race. Yeah, what a crazy race, eh? So we managed to, yeah, definitely ruin Axwoon's race from pole. So we did a fair bit of catching up, but just not enough. Almost caught him from last on the first lap. Yeah, definitely. I definitely lost more than 8 seconds, that's for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if I lost more like 30 seconds. But, yeah, can I be bothered doing that race again later? Probably not. It's a bloody hard race. So it looks like the 919 hybrid is the car to be doing this in. It's just got so much more race pace than the other guys. So 500 points, you'd bank that every day of the week once upon a time. So we'll apologise to old Axwoon after ruining his race. If I only knew where sorry was, I should probably learn where it is. Yeah. Yeah, so he probably would have done a bit better. But yeah, probably not the world's worst race. Might even save a replay just to see how much yeah, Should have been right up the front there. So we definitely lost at least 10 seconds in that spin on the first lap, if not more. Came out of the first turn last, I think, or the second turn last. So we managed to make up how many positions? Oh yeah, so Rick, what is it, Rick Reen? Yeah, I locked up, if you're ever watching Rick Reen. Yeah, it was definitely my fault. I got on the brakes just a split second too late, locked up all fours, and I was trying, I kept going into the center, trying to miss him, but as he kept coming across, I think I was already gonna murder him no matter what, no matter which way I tried to go. I think his car was just definitely on the list of cars to get murdered. So yeah, right at the start of that race I thought I was gonna get punted from behind, and it was me doing the punting from behind, unfortunately. So is this race open? No. Now I haven't done any practice for this race. Oh, watch out. Got ourselves a daily workout. I should really be practicing this new Nürburgring, but I'm just scared of it. I'm almost tempted not to do it, but I will do it. Yeah, Lockie's daily, mate. There it is, saved for him. Just so he knows. So I'm just gonna duck in here. I don't know how long it takes to load these replays, probably way too long, really. So I'll duck in here and have a quick look and just see how badly I murdered him. Because I was thinking, yeah, at the time it was terrible. And that was gonna be, I just wanted to qualify in the top 5 that race, and I knew that, I didn't know, but I was assuming that 911 would have the best race pace, and it's just got so much power. All the other hybrid systems die, and so the hybrid system on the 919 lasts a bloody long time. So they're going to make you watch all this crap again, eh? Good blokes. So who got the good start? So Sledgy got a bad start. I got the world's most awesome start. Yeah, Big Harry, what are you doing, mate? Dirty Sanj. This is a solid 2 minutes to get through this crap, isn't it? I don't know why they make us watch it. It's really bloody annoying. That's a tough nose delivery. No 787B though. Oh, it was on one of them, is it? So plenty of blokes going with the R18. Its hybrid system doesn't even last one lap though. Speedy Kiwi hidden on the side of that. I see you. So Rick Green must have got the world's best start as well, if he saw what happened. And who's bringing up the rear? Soul Reaper with his gold 787. So we'll quickly jump outside the car. Yeah, so Sledgy bogs it down. And then it's somewhere about here I realised I haven't broke yet. Right there. And I was like, oh shit. And yeah, just killed it. There was never a move on there. I was never going for it. It was just, how do we go back and have a look at that? I probably should have pulled to the right. I think for the first split second I thought I might make it. And then, no, look at that, way too late. There's nothing you can do. And we've just handed a Glass OP the win. So, how do you change cars again? Ah, yeah, that's right, that one. So if we go to who's behind me? So some reason Ricky reckons he saw it, so I don't know what he saw it on. Unless he's magically driving two cars at once. Yeah, how did he see it? Oh, he must get a good start, does he? Or I don't know what view he was using to see that that was my fault. Unless he's a genius and he can watch the replay already. So who's behind me? Oh, yeah. And so he should be able to see my brake lights here. How late do I brake? Wait. Oh, probably not as late as I thought. But yeah, every meter counts, I guess. Maybe I was just coming in twice as hot as Axe Wound. That's about enough of that crap, I reckon. I'm gonna have to get to practicing. Yeah, I had a couple of goes of this GT3 during the week. And it is the world's hardest car, I'll give you the tip. So 7 minutes, that's about one lap. So we'll chuck one lap in there. Yeah, super messy. Definitely won't be writing home about that one, that's for sure. Yeah, Saturday nights, eh? So you watching the grand final or anything, Raz? I'm not sure if you were there when I was talking about that a second ago. Maybe just, when was I talking about the grand final? God knows. Maybe 10 seconds before it started. So are they playing now? Yeah, mate. It's a quiet night because no one's playing because the grand final's on, mate. I was just thinking it must be finished or something. But I looked for a result not too long ago. And it wasn't finished. So they were still playing. Why would I... There was a power map there a second ago. And it's the long version of this track. And 3 laps too, 3 of the longest, mate. actually, oh, you're doing that. What? 125 to 25? Looks like that was over at quarter time. What a shit game. Thank God I didn't have a grand final party. Had one last year, and yeah, it was a bloody great game last year. I work with a lot of international blokes that don't know what that game is. So last year's grand final, having a grand final barbecue, was bloody good. They all saw a cracker game, and they're like, oh, this game's actually really easy to watch. I was like, oh, it's not always like that. Sometimes they're whitewashers. So yeah, thank God we didn't do it again this year. Listen to that tyre squealing. So I think my tactic for this race is going to be survive. Pretty much like the last race, I think. It's not typically a track I get along with, and I was hoping because it's grand final day, and because it's such a shit track, a few blokes might not do it. What's going on, mate? Long time no see. How you been, mate? Looking after yourself? Yeah, cheers, mate. It's a bit rusty. So rusty, in fact, I rear-ended the hell out of the guy on pole position in the last race, and finished our race within 20 seconds. So not the best of comebacks, but did alright. Came from last back to 4th. So whatever that is, 15 places I made up on 19 laps. So plenty of overtaking. Did you race that race? And I think the 919 is going to be the pick of the bunch for race pace. I'm not looking forward to this track. This track is going to hurt, that's for sure. I used to play this in Gran Turismo 5 like all the time, so I'm just going off my memory. I barely ever do this track in sport. Oh, front locks to get airborne. Oh, yep. Yeah, 7th, that's not bad. Definitely 3rd would have been better. Yeah, I was just going for a top 5 in qualifying. Qualified P4, got the world's greatest start. And yeah. My aim after spinning out on the first lap was the top 10, and I was praying for a top 5, so 4th I'm super stoked about. And now this manufacturer's, I've changed to Mercedes. Gonna give Mercedes a go. I really like that Group 4 car. It's a weapon. But I haven't come to terms yet with the Group 3 car. I think it's got a bit too much horsepower for me. Bit of a Sebastian Vettel, like a planted rear end. Love to smash the throttle and the car just goes. Trying to get some familiarity. And 3 laps around here, and apparently the fuel burn's going to be so high you're going to have to stop every lap, so that's going to be hard. I haven't bothered looking, actually. Speaking of which, I should actually go and enter the race. Yeah, does he put out hot laps, does he? I'm sure I can't even find his YouTube. I can only find his dad's YouTube, or his uncle, or his whatever's YouTube. Ah, it's just a brand new one, is it? Yeah, I did notice after going Mercedes that every man and his dog has gone Mercedes. It must be like the OP car. It'll be interesting to learn how to drive it, that's for sure. I'll have to have a hunt for it, see what he can teach me. Oh yeah, I know what you're saying now. Yeah, well I never even thought of that, and I never even bothered practicing this track. This is just going to be a pure freestyle, because I can't see myself being that crash hot at it. So yeah, we're back playing on the Australian profile, because the NZ profile is an A grader, and I don't want to lose my A grade while I'm learning how to drive again. So yeah, so it's a bit fun. It's a little bit unfair. It feels like the grade I'm at on this profile, I'm a bit too fast. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. The word on the Discord is that this car is going to be great for this race. I just don't know if I can trust them. 8 minutes. Let's see if I can actually finish a lap around here. If I can get it under 9 minutes, I'll be stoked. So we go, some scintillating driving, I'm sure. As long as I've got someone in front of me, I can just play follow the leader. .805? You've done an 805? You're a superstar. Oh, not a chance, mate. Not a chance. I do appreciate your enthusiasm. Start with a 905, I think, and we'll work our way down. I was going to say, have you ever got yourself in a green hole where you've just lapped this track for hours and hours on end, but then the old being in a green hole doesn't sound too legit? Oh, you feel a big bump, mate. Yeah, 905. I knew it was a typo. It had to be. Had to be. Keys are located next to each other, so. Yeah, exactly, exactly. My memory for this track is terrible. Three and a half minutes. Feels like forever, and I haven't even. Just sworn you could go around these corners faster. Maybe I'm thinking of a faster car. So don't you have to do it in like 6 minutes or 7 minutes as the gold for your gold license? Halfway yet, are we? Probably about halfway now-ish. Now it's under the fast flowing section, I think. Must have been the physics in the old game. I swear you used to be able to take this left-hander up here flat out. But in this game you seem to have to back off. Not that one, this one. I sworn you used to be able to do that flat out. Time you used to have to sit on that, but now I think some blokes go around it. So I don't know what the current trend is, whether you sit on the top or you sit in it. Oh, that's the bit I was worried about. Part of the track, yeah. That's what happens when you forget where you are. For some unknown reason I thought I was past all this. Actually does feel fairly planted. I don't know, maybe it was my driving style that was making it feel not planted. Yeah, 805, Raz, no dramas. I'll just whip one of them out. So it's about a minute something from here, normally to the finish line. Just a lift. Yeah, just lift and whip around it. $2.75 for a slug box. Oh, we're gonna do a sub 9. Bloody hell, mate. Woo, 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 woo. Sub 9. Oh, terrible. So do you go more of a U-turn here and then whip back around so you can... Ish, not so much. You gonna have a run tonight, Raz? You gonna play? Nah, give it a miss. Two terrible tracks with two terrible cars, I can see why. I mean, you have to be you have to have a little bit of free time to be interested in this one. Ah, that's right, I remember. Yeah, I do recall now. Sometimes you need to, though. I think the brake really helped me, actually. It's good to have a rest. You really do need some every now and again. Put everything in perspective. Work out what you enjoy and what you don't. Still 3 minutes. Should I practice right up and... Whoa. Probably should. Just practice the first bit of the lap again. Yeah, well, that's always the priority, isn't it? The priority. You gotta get the kids on there, mate. Sit there and what is it? What are the fathers that or the parents that just live vicariously through their children? Just sit there and whip the kids, mate. Have 2 or 3 PlayStations and TVs set up in a row. Have the children there playing one on each. Have them all plugged into YouTube. Have a YouTube personality factory, mate. I'm sure that would be good for their health. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I always think about that with the children. It's like, oi, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna sit on a simulator and you're gonna race go-karts and you're gonna do all the things that I wish I'd done when I was a child. But saying I wish I'd done go-karts with a child, that's a bit of a lie. I couldn't stand cars when I was younger. Give me a footy any day of the week. Spent hours and hours training for footy. And then all of a sudden one day you turn 18 and realise that you don't have to walk everywhere or ride your bike. Yeah, it's hard like that at the moment when you ask the kids what games they want. Oh, what game would you like, mate? Oh, I want, like, I don't know, Battlefront or something. Like, no, you'll be getting a car game and a bloody steering wheel, and that's it. And don't argue. says that should be a second gear corner. I'm pretty sure that's flat out. Yeah, I remember the first time I went go-karting actually. I was 17. I was actually still playing footy. It was a footy function. I had no idea what I was doing, mate. I didn't understand the concept at all. I can't say I came last, but if I was a betting man, I would have said I definitely came last. Here we are all these years later and pretending to be a race car driver now. Yeah, I can't even just going out the backyard to kick a footy feels weird. Like, why am I out here kicking a footy when I could be inside practicing driving? So we might have moved up a little bit. It looks like there's a few faster blokes in this room. That's going to put the pressure on that I didn't need. Looks like a little bit of variety though. 1 AMG, 2 AMGs, 3, 4. Oh, okay, in saying that, no, there's 4. So the battle of the day. Looks like G2's a pretty good driver. He's got himself 1,700 points already. Must know how to steer a touch. Overtaking, overturning vehicle. Do not touch, overtake. What? I don't even know what that means. Yeah, so is there any blokes we know? I think we used to race old Doc Pock, Doc Ed, and Dostal a fair bit. I'm the Stig once upon a time as well. The Arachnoid. Yeah, all names that are flooding back to me now. We'll go out and thrash. Well, actually, qualifying is going to be really hard, isn't it? They must do a long qualifying session here. Dr. Hemi's one of your mates, or Hemi's just need a doctor, I guess. Keep running. Once again, I didn't read the race rules. I've got a fair habit of that. I keep forgetting that there may or may not be a tyre that we have to use. Can't do that, mate. Rip a skid. Rob 180, getting a bit messy. Yeah, I've heard it's 1 lap tyres only. And you can't get around in the amount of time to pit, can you? I guess if you do. So you somehow have to take 12 minutes to get out there. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. I never thought about that with this goddamn track. So this race must go forever. So 13 minutes. Get out there. So we don't want to use any tyres at all, but we need to somehow have gotten around for a lap. Is that what you're telling me? So yeah, 13 minutes to get around. And then you must get another 12 minutes for the second lap. This could be some of the most boring TV you've ever watched, I reckon, as I try and get around here without using any tyres. Okay, mate. Apparently someone's a bit upset. That's something. might be starting last then. Well, there we go, I've made up one place. Yeah, this is going to be really weird actually. I can probably just have a chat the whole way out here. Not sure how much I need to concentrate because I really don't remember where I'm going around this place. Maybe I should have put the hards on. Maybe a smart person would have done that. Wonder how many blokes actually went hards. Yep, don't pit, okay, I'm all over it. No pitting, out lap, quali lap, race. I would laugh if I don't make it to the line because I'm driving too slow. Because a slow out lap here could be bloody hours, couldn't it? You could literally just not get there. Times like this you need an engineer telling you how long a bloody outlap is. I guess that's what the top split guys would be doing. They'd be working out what's going on. They'd know exactly how long to pace it for the outlap. At least the damage gets repaired-ish, sort of. You can imagine doing this race on, like, I don't know, another sim. Oh. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Imagine doing this on a few other sims. Seem to be catching quite a few people. I think everyone's just realised they want to do really slow out laps. I need to smash into the limiter a bit more, make sure we only have one lap. But at the same time I don't want to have to start short shifting because I've used too much fuel on the outlap. So not the only yellow Mercedes, what's going on there? Who's stealing my bloody liveries? Seven minutes to go, mate. Is this scintillating or what? And there's your mate Dr. Hemi in the Ford of all things. Been at it 7 minutes, and we must be hopefully over halfway. I've got a feeling it's going to be like Monza Formula 1, where we all of a sudden realise we have to get to the line. Past if you want, just racking up the penalties, doesn't even matter. Probably a 1 second penalty wouldn't mean much here though, I don't think. So 5 minutes to get to the line. Feel like they're cold as too. These tyres are frozen, they're getting so, they don't have any grip at all. I feel like I'm on a rally reconnoiter. You're just driving through everywhere, just checking the roads, going slow, making sure it's all legit. Start saving fuel, I think. Oh, well, the world's longest outlap. Just really don't want to be near anyone. Tyres are going to be cold as we arrive down to turn 1. Plenty of time. The world's worst entrance into turn 1. Probably not the only one that's going to be that bad, so... might have to catch people and overtake them, so that could be... Tyres are still cold. Doesn't get his block on. That was close. This BMW is... Damn, what a moment. I was hoping he'd give me a slipstream back, tow me around. Trying to remember my way around now. Not super confident, as you can see, a little bit hesitant everywhere. So hopefully I got enough fuel to finish the lap out. killer. Get out of the way. So we need more. Definitely not going to lose too much sleep over this qualifying effort. The aim was to just keep it tidy, so we've had 2 or 3 spins now. So that's completely ruined any chance we had. Just another bloke to run out of fuel, huh? Had a feeling that might happen. Oh, sub 9. Good enough for a top 10. Oh, what a joke that was. Absolute joke. Yeah. Yeah, definitely quality racing, mate. And I was nearly there. And then I dropped it with probably, I don't know, 2 minutes to go. So that BMW bloke was on pole. Yeah, he came from nowhere, that bloke. Even with penalties, he was still a second and a half faster than everyone. So I think this is a 2-stopper. We just do 1 lap pit, 1 lap pit. And then on the second one we'll probably have to get the remaining fuel, I guess. God knows how long fuel's going to be on this track. I don't know if it's worth saving fuel or not. I think it's just going to be a battle to survive. So if we can get 3 laps without murdering ourselves. How many minutes to go? 3.5 minutes. That is forever. Forever, ever? Ever, ever? So maybe we could have gone 5-10 seconds faster, but not too much. Wouldn't have made much difference, I don't think. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Keep it on the blacktop. That was my aim. With all those blokes coming up behind me quickly, I was like, just let them past. I was trying to let that, what's his name? That BMW, I was trying to let him past, and he went left, I went left, he goes right, I go right. I'm like, mate, just hold your line, or... Oh yeah, I guess he was thinking I hold my line, but... You too slow. Yeah, got any plans after this? Gonna watch the F1 or anything like that? I think I'll sit up and watch the F1 qualifying. Because I think with Honda having all the penalties, and the Renault's looking not too bad, we could see a Danny Rick. That is true. Although the Stig's not that quick anymore, mate. That's probably why he's out here racing. He's had enough. So I can't be bothered. Yeah, big Danny Rick. Big Rick thick energy. He's got such a personality. God, I saw some shit on him on Reddit today. He is absolutely the funniest bloke. He does not give a rat's ass about anything. A few blokes were talking about it would be good if he started jumping on the live streams with Lando and Max. And then some bloke commented, he's like, Daddy Rick's probably got a life. And I was like, yeah, he's probably right. Yeah, I really hope going to Renault doesn't ruin it, because he is such a fast driver. The shit thing with that sport is you just need the car under you sometimes. It's all about the car. So how many seconds have we got to go? 20 seconds, 20 more seconds of CNF Dostal. So what do you reckon? We'll go top 5. Top 5 in the bag, mate. Keep it on the black top, 3 laps. Are we the fastest AMG? No, we're not. Okay, so we got to beat RIP Doc. Yeah, the Renaults are a bit off the pace, mate. Just a bit. They have a little bit of potential, but not too much. And Red Bull are just the king of building cars, so it doesn't matter what engine they have. Where's that your fast? Isn't there a your fast in here somewhere? What was his name? That bloke that just blew everyone's doors. Yeah, don't worry, mate. Yeah, why do people keep saying sorry to me, mate? I'm probably running them off the road, if anything. So here we go. We must have a few seconds. Oh, I didn't read the tyre rules. Uh-oh. What are the tyre rules? What are the tyre rules? No tyre requirement. Whew. Thank for that. So I'm ranked 233 Mercedes driver, I think. No. That was my regional ranking. The 34th fastest. So if I get 34 places higher up on this, I'm get to race with Lewis Hamilton. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Pretty sure. Yeah, Ferrari have finally built a decent car, mate. I think they changed the floor over summer, and that's pretty much changed their car completely. So apparently it sticks the arse end to the ground, and Vettel doesn't mind a planted car, so I would like to see him start driving the wheels off it. And then Leclerc, the young upstart, mate. He's had some good luck. He's been driving the wheels off it as well. So I've checked out this livery. This is a Bathurst 12-hour livery from this year, apparently. So, Gruppe M Racing, a German team that came out to race the Bathurst 12-hour in a Merc. Big shout out to them boys. Cheers, yeah, so we're trying to rep the Australian liveries every chance we get. Is that one of the current V8 supercar liveries? Looks like it could be. The Arachnoid running a stock standard Porsche. That looks like a stock standard Dodge too, if I was being honest. Oh, and who's this? Is this bringing up the rear? Big Harry. Okay, so we'll go for the number 1 Mercedes. That's the target for this race. See if we can be the top Mercedes. There's one 2 doors up, or 3 doors up. Stay on the blacktop. Step 1, blacktop. Step 2, step 3, win the race. What is it with me getting good starts? I feel like I'm cheating or something. Oh, sorry, dog pop. Oh, this car just doesn't. It's gonna be one of them super long races. So after such a good start, the car bogged down on that second U-turn and it wouldn't take off for some reason. It's like it disengages the clutch or something. It's going to get so messy up in here, isn't it? With all this drafting in the high speed, nowhere to go, no room. So who's the bottleneck? Yeah, not the world's most amount of chatting. This track saw seems to take it out of you. Not a lot of fuel. Followed him off. Wait, not coming back on the track, mate. What a killer. The race of carnage. So much for being a lead Mercedes. Should be a few rage quitters this race, I'd imagine. Definitely plenty of bumping. Stiff as a board. Can't get past, it's a roadblock. So Spinner's about 30 something seconds in front of us, that's outrageous. Where's the bloody pit entrance? Hopefully these blokes use it. Almost missed it. Oh, talk about almost missed it. So we want, yeah, take 1.2 laps, I think. 1.3 just to be on the safe side. It's only early days, so there's still a top 10 finish in here somewhere. All those poor bastards that missed the pits. So 40 seconds off the pace now. Settle in, see if we can keep clean on this lap. So we're hunting down Rob for the moment. All those blokes that missed the pits, we should catch them during this lap at some stage. Oh no. What do we do with our life? Come off the wall, mate. This just makes me want to cry. So we've got 7 seconds to make up now to catch Rob again. I think this is the most Nürburgring I've done in forever. So now Harry's the man in front of us. This is where all the carnage began. Down into here. Team Devils has called us out of nowhere. Maybe he was the last bloke to have an accident. Maybe he's the bloke we went past on the yellow flag. Such a long and uneventful race when you're stuck out here by yourself. In front. It's always a good sign. Get some of that red mist happening. Someone's dropped it. It was Rob. Come on. Oh, he's only got a half-second penalty. There's definitely no view out the back there, is there? Oh, I've got a rear vision mirror. What am I doing looking over there? Mediums again, and so we finished with exactly too much fuel. So we'll run this down. Oh, cheers mate. Was that this time or last time? So 1 on the hammer. So that Team Devils, can we catch him? Feeling a little bit more comfortable in this car. on, Team Devils, go for it, mate. Look at those blokes up there, we're going to go catch them. Where we lost it last time. Big Harry's managed to hold on to us. Tyre wear looks even. I can't believe I ran the first 2 laps without a brake balance adjustment. That's sort of killed me. So a minute off the lead, we're probably not even going to get to finish this race, which will be sad. So hopefully we're catching the blokes in front. The old brake foot needs a bit of a rest, it's starting to kill. A little bit of understeer sitting this close behind the Porsche. trying to use this as a bit of practice for proximity. Really tested my memory where this racetrack goes. There's one of the places we're looking for. So here we go, it's all slipstream work now. So we need the bloke in front of us to almost made it back, almost, but not quite. Got absolutely flogged. So what did we end up? Last of the AMGs maybe, almost. That is terrible. Well, I wasn't thinking that would be the world's best race, but a couple of points better than none. Yeah, for a Saturday night, that's not a whole lot to shout about. So that's how many kilometres we're doing on 331 kilometres in a session. That is way too many. So Spainer had that in the bag. So yeah, Team Devils. Yeah, nothing to write home about here. Killer. So someone was getting a bit antsy-pantsy up the front. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded that race had I trained a bit for it. I think that could have been a really fun race. Yeah, if you just put a little bit of focus into it, I can definitely tell you there wasn't the world's most amount of focus. So a couple of mistakes. We probably weren't going to go much faster than that. Probably 10th I probably would have been happy with. Can't remember what we qualified, but looks like we finished around there. And that was, yeah, that last lap with Team Devils was a lot of fun actually. Yeah, so I think he saw that I was going to sit there and wait. Sit there and wait for the last straight. I didn't want to get in front because I didn't want to give him the slipstream, so I thought if I could just stay on his tail for that entire last lap, I'd be reasonably happy with that. So yeah, no replay. Nothing to shout about. For this bad boy, I think you don't have enough fuel to do 2 laps. So you have to pit after the first lap unless you're going to fuel save. So you've got about you've got 0.3 of a lap of fuel left after the first lap. So I just did mediums, 2 pit stops. Yeah, pretty much stay on the black top and you should do alright for that one. I had a few mistakes in the first lap and on qualifying, so it was a pretty shady race. Don't really get around there much. So there's no tyres, you don't need any special tyres or anything. There's no tyre control, no fuel control. Yeah, and so I'm not sure if anyone went hards. Maybe the difficult part is the qualifying. So I don't know if it's... They sort of give you 2 laps of fuel for qualifying. And I did mediums and crawled around. And then this mediums still sort of start to go off by the end of the lap. But you do have plenty of time to get around to the line. But yeah, they get pretty shady, so maybe you could try hards, and then you might not have to save them as much, and then they should be there at the end of the lap. I'm not sure what the super fast dudes did. But yeah, I just tootled around. I think the opening lap took like 9 or 10 or 11, actually. Yeah, a shit ton of minutes. So I don't even think we've... Did we get a practice time? I think we did. Something terrible. Yeah, so if you want to be competitive, it looks like you got to do about 8:15. 8:15 should see you. The bloke that got pole on our race, I think he only got a 8:30. So yeah, well, he must obviously do a fair bit of fuel saving then. I guess it can be done if you want to do all the fuel saving. You're going to have to save 0.7 of a lap's worth of fuel though, which I guess is going to take a fair bit of skill to do. Or run fuel map 6. I'm not sure how much time you would lose running fuel map 6 versus pitting. It's difficult to say. You'd have to probably run a few practices and see how you go. I just rocked up and ran that race, so I did all my strategy on the fly. But yeah, not a bad race. Plenty of time in these longer races to make up to if you do the odd mistake here and there in the lower ranks. Yeah, I think we're going to call this a night. It's done over 300 kilometers, so that's more than enough. The scores there are looking pretty unhealthy, so I might have to work a little bit to get this profile up a touch. Start getting in the higher ranked races. But yeah, thanks for dropping in. It's good to see you all again. Cheers, mate. I'll have to look it up. Actually, I'll just do it now. Dr. Jenner, Walking Dead. It's been a long time since I've watched Walking Dead, that's for sure. I think I did watch the first 5 seasons, but dropped off there for a while. Cheers, mate. There's only 50 million pictures of him. Take it as a compliment anyway, even if it's not meant to be one. Yeah, no stress, mate. You know what it's like. Only just started up the streams again. Just, yeah, got back from my holidays a couple of weeks ago, so been taking it easy. But yeah, that Mercedes wasn't too bad. It was actually planted out of the low speed corners, which I didn't expect. And then that third gear, I think the third gear is where I always spin out. I think there's a fair gap between 2 and 3, and then if you're in those, you know what I mean, like those power out corners in third gear, you just light them up a little bit. But other than that, seems like a pretty good car. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be an absolute disaster at Nürburgring. Not one of my favourite tracks. So not a track I get a lot of time on either. But yeah, we did alright. Yeah, will you be jumping on tonight and doing a stream or anything like that? I'll probably, yeah, turn everything off now and start browsing YouTube. Yeah, getting out of BS. Like, I just started using this profile to practice again. So what are we looking at? We're looking at... So I hadn't used this profile in about 6 months. And we're sitting at about 19,000 points. So not too bad. Yeah, I just used it Wednesday, I think last Wednesday and today, and we've gone from about 15,000 points to 19,000 points in 4 races, so should do alright. I just got my other profile to an A grade, so I don't really want to use that when I hadn't played for about 9 weeks or so. To go back into the B's again. But yeah, I'll catch you lads around. Thanks for dropping in. Raz, if you're still there, mate, thanks for dropping in as always. And yeah, probably do another stream Monday night, and then we'll just keep plugging away at these Nations Cups and Manufacturers Cups on Wednesdays and Saturdays.